Hello everyone, welcome for this new diary. I'm in Alak here in the desert and the change of atmosphere is really welcome. Even though I loved Glenumbra, Stormhaven and Ravenspire, it's nice to be transported into a land which look like 1001 Night. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? The landscape is gorgeous. And the atmosphere is so different. So I'm now level 39. I've just started the main story of Alakir, which is very interesting. It's nice to discover finally the culture of the Red Guard people, which is something I didn't experiment in the other game I played before, Skyrim and Morrowind. So I'm happy to discover them. They are very intriguing race. I've also done the 3 dungeon of this level, which is Dion Frost, Volenfell and Tempest Island, and once more I have been amazed to see how pretty and beautiful and how diverse the atmosphere of each dungeon are. I can't wait the system where the dungeon will level to the group leader and to remake all those dungeons with a more challenging difficulty. For now it's a little bit too easy for my taste, but still very exciting. But let's speak about something more serious now. I wanted to share with you the change I've made to my build. Recently I've decided that I wanted to respect, so I paid bills. It was expensive but worth it. I was very unhappy about one morph I had done early in the game, and I decided that it was worth to change it now. So I really focused when I remake my points to only select what was really important for me. And there's a lot invested in crafting, but also in the spell I'm using all the time. So let's see exactly. So this is my DPS build. It's basically the same than before, so I'm using reflective lights, ring of preservation from the fighter guilds. The only destruction staff spells I'm using, unstable wall of frost in this case, because I have a frost staff. I've chosen that one to slow down my enemies. I figured it was a good idea. I don't really have trouble for DPSing them, so find that ground control was nice. Inner light to have more critical, and aura javelin which knock back my enemies and do a lot of damage. I also have the solar prison as ultimate, but I'm not using it so much. For my healing builds, I have been changing some stuff. First of all, you have this spell, which is Breath of Life. That's the first spell you have in the restoration skill tree of the Templar, and before I had morphed it to regain more magicka when I was using the spell on someone that had to lose 50% life. And I thought it was nice to have a spell that were not costing so much in magicka, but in the end I have really no problem with magicka on this character, so I decided that I wanted a more powerful spell, and now it will heal several targets instead. So I still have this AoE spell which heal the allies in front of me, the hot that targets several person, always the critical from the inner light, and this spell. That one I'm changing it time to time. Usually I'm using this one, Purifying Light. It's a spell, you cast it on your target, it stores the damage that are done by everyone, and at the end of the effect it's give all damage at once plus 20% more damage. So it's really cool to increase the damage output from the group, and in addition it leaves a pool of light that heal the person that stand in it. The problem is that no one ever stand in it. So I say, okay, you don't want to use my spell? Very well, I will use something else. And so instead I have decided that I wanted to use the Steadfast from the Restoration Light which is a shield. This spell is particularly useful when I'm making a group with only caster spell. Caster guys. It often happens I'm not bothering to find a tank. So I'm making a group with people. It's not really needed in a dungeon to have a tank. It's more challenging to not have one actually. The only problem is of course that without a tank there is no one to hold the aggro. It's impossible, and so if we only have casters, some are very fragile, it's nice to have this shield to protect them. The ultimate is still the same, which is the only healing ultimate that exists in the game. Concerning my gear, I have two different sets of items. I have crafted everything myself. I really like to craft my gear myself. And so I have the minus set. As you can see, it adds a Magicka recovery, 4 spell damage, and 8 chance to negate the cost of a spell. I find it very interesting. And I have 3 pieces of the Seducer. No, actually, yes, 3 pieces. So it adds 6 Magicka recovery and 48 max Magicka. As enchantment, I've put either more max Magicka or more health. I'm really enjoying the new dice system. I find it very well made, and as you can see, I do not have much die yet. I mostly have purple, and I don't really know why. I have not analyzed every achievement related to them, but I know that I want more blue. So when we see those one, that's the blue I want. Covenant Fisher blue. I will have to fish. Oh yeah, I will have to fish a lot. But that's my goal. I want this blue. Why? Simply because it really feel good with my new guild tabard. So here it is. My guild tabard that represents the color of my guild, white star. So the blue background as or sky banner, and of course the white star on it. It's a tabard we have discussed and decided together. It was really fun to figure out which symbol we wanted with which border, and well, the color was pretty much decided in advance. What's most important is that it brings a lot of enthusiasm. This new update, combined with the revelation that has been shared at the QuickCon event, a lot of players are back in the game. Also, my guild had been in sleeping mode in June and July because of the release of Wildstar that most of my guildies wanted to try, and now The Elder Scrolls Online has more activity. We have planned different sort of events. It's very exciting. For instance, 2 nights later we will do our first rural event. We have decided that we wanted to create new character on the Ebonheart Pact and level them together. This is an event we will do once every week or once every 2 weeks, and I will be streaming it. So if you want to follow it, you're very welcome to come on my Twitch TV and to say that. It will be fun. So it's very nice to see more activity overall and more nice comments on the forum, because I find this game really nice. I really love it. It's the game that I prefer at the moment, even if I enjoy other games as well. No game like Elder Scroll. I'm very relaxed in this game. It's instant pleasure even if I'm playing alone. Voilà, it's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this diary. I will see you next time for more news and more videos. You will soon see on my channel more dungeon story videos, so wait for that one. See you next time. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.